Good afternoon. It's Hiker Dude Dad. I am at Tobyhanna State Park. I am at my second beach today. I am at my frostiest lake today. I am at my third state park today. We are up in Northeast Pennsylvania and we are here at Tobyhanna and we're gonna check this place out. The lake is beautiful. The beach is awesome. The weather is freezing. It is 34 degrees right now. It is windy. We're gonna walk around the lake a little bit and check this place out. Let's go. All right, so here's the map of Tobyhanna State Park where I am right now and Gouldsboro State Park. They kind of form this V. The very top portions of each park are in Wayne County. I drove through Wayne County to get here. Both parks, the majority from here down for both parks is in Monroe County. But even though this railroad track here is the border between the parks, I'm over here looking to walk around, you know, a little bit around the lake here at Tobyhanna, and then I got to drive all the way down and around and up, or actually cutting up through the middle here and down to hit the lake at Gouldsboro, which I'll do. It's about 12 or 15 minutes to drive there, but just wanted to show you how connected they are. And if I had more time, my hike was going to be Tobyhanna on the Frank Gans Trail to Gouldsboro and then back. So hitting two state parks on one hike would have been unique. It's probably about an 8-mile round trip. I don't have that in me today, and suspecting probably don't have the daylight either. So here's our map. We're at Tobyhanna. We're going to walk around the lake here and then head up to Gouldsboro. Let's go. All right, so on this trip, we started out at Jacobsburg at 600 feet of elevation. We climbed the Pocono Plateau to Promised Land State Park. That was at 1,800 feet. And that lake, there was some ice at Jacobsburg, but more ice at Promised Land on the waterfalls and everything. Here at Tobyhanna, I was standing on the ice out there just a little bit, not too far. I do not trust it yet, but definitely a frostiest lake. We've actually climbed another 200 feet in elevation, so we're at 2,000 feet now above sea level. Walking around the lakeside trail, a lot of little places to pop down here to the water. See ice along the shore. There's a line of demarcation right there where that ice stops. We got some flow going, and then we got a little more ice out there in the middle. It's gonna be ice skating season soon. I cannot wait. Just like in the spring and summer and fall, when I'm gonna keep my kayak in the car, I'm just gonna start keeping my skates with me to go to these state parks. So this gigantic icy lake, Tobyhanna Lake, is 170 acres. Back in the early 1900s, 1900 to 1936 or so, Tobyhanna Lake and Gouldsboro Lakes were very active ice industries. So they would harvest the ice from these lakes in the winter, store it in large barns, and then during the rest of the year the ice was added to railroad box cars that were hauling meats, produce, everything. Goes out to major East Coast cities, even as far as Florida. Lots of ice was shipped to Florida specifically for use in hospitals, which is pretty awesome. Getting some of that good good ice sounds here. Oh, almost in. Try another one here. Couple, I don't even know which one I would call them, pings or whatever, on the ice there, and then slid in. Still don't trust it to walk out there though. So I showed you the map earlier, and at the bottom where the V forms between the state parks, most of that area is the Army Depot here, Tobyhanna Army Depot. It was mostly used for artillery training. During 1948, the War Assets Administration took control of the property. In April of 1949, it was handed over to Pennsylvania, most of the 26,000 acres. About 2/3 of that area was turned into State Game Lands 127. The remaining 1/3 was used to create Gouldsboro and Tobyhanna. Tobyhanna State Park then opened to the public in 1949. But the history of the area, you know, used for artillery training and everything like that. There are remote areas of the park here. We're not going to be in any of those. We're in the very much used day use areas of the park. But they warn you that you could find live artillery still out in those remote areas. If you do find it, you're urged to call the office, tell a ranger, they will have it disposed of. Do not keep it. It's all rusty. You never know what could possibly set it off. So if you are here hiking, that's a new one for me, finding artillery in a state park. I don't think I've seen any warnings so far about that, but be aware, Tobyhanna, if you find a mortar shell or something, make a phone call. Don't be a hero. So we were in the woods there and just popped out here at the dam because it's a Pennsylvania State Park. So there's the dam. Gonna walk out there, check it out, and then head back. All right, so here's the lake. Got a little bit of ice, but we do have water flowing down. Here's the top of the dam. There are steps, but it says keep off, damn it. So there is a bridge down here and the road. So come over to this railing. It's neat. It looks like a big chunk of ice could break off at any time here, but yeah, we got the maintenance service bridge up here, and then it's a spillway forming Tobyhanna Creek down the hill here. So let's take a walk out here on the footbridge, which is icy. Got elevation markers over on the far side. So dams, it seems, and this started with my confusion at Safe Harbor Dam, but it seems like the dams use elevation. You know, it's not like, hey, the lake's going to be, you know, 25 feet deep here or something like that. They're going to say the elevation, the bottom rung over there says 1955. So like I said, we're about 2,000 feet of elevation. So I guess we're right around the 1955 mark. If I look straight across with my face, yeah, probably about 1958 is where my head is. So yeah, dams will do the above sea level thing, and that really threw me off at Safe Harbor. Down there though, it's only in the 100s, you know, not far above the Chesapeake Bay, which is, you know, sea level pretty much. Got like Looks like alligators laying down there, like in the cartoons where they jump over the alligators, run across their backs before they can bite you. It's like a series of curbs down there. Silly me taking the walking bridge. I should be down there jumping over alligator backs. Tell you, these Northeast state parks here in Pike and Monroe County so far, Northampton, absolutely serene and beautiful. Pretty empty. You know, it is November 21st and a Monday, but all right, so I'm at Gouldsboro State Park right now. I neglected to sign off from Tobyhanna, but I'm at Gouldsboro now. Gouldsboro here is on 2,800 acres of land, still mostly in Monroe County, a little bit up north in Wayne County. We got some ice on the lake here again. We're right next door to Tobyhanna State Park. There are 7.25 miles of hiking trails here, and the lake is about 250 acres. It was also involved in the ice industry, as was Tobyhanna Lake. Got a dock here almost identical to the one at Tobyhanna. The name Gouldsboro comes from the village north of the park. It was named for Jay Gould, who lived in the mid-1800s. Big stick that I just tripped over. Jay Gould, mid-1800s. He was a native of New York. He acquired a very large fortune that by 1892 included ownership of 10% of all railroad tracks in the country in the 1800s. Dude was rich, baller. One of the railroads he owned was the Erie-Lackawanna line. This rail line makes up the eastern border of this park and the western border of Tobyhanna Park. Straight line down the middle splits the parks, but it is that railroad. It's still a functioning railroad. It is part of the Steamtown, USA railroad excursion route. You can take that rail line between Scranton and Pocono Summit. It is getting really cold here. I don't know if you can see the sun. We're not supposed to have sunset here until 4:37 or so, and it is, we're just inside of an hour to go, although there must be some kind of hill or mountain and a lot of trees in the way because it feels like the sun's going down. This is not going to be a long stay here. Look at that ice, beauty, dark black ice. I feel slightly better about this than I would anywhere else. I love that color, but you still don't know until you measure and test that ice. Oh man, it's winter essentially now. It is November 21st. It's freezing. I'd like to come back here in the early fall, summer, spring. Unique landscape here, bogs, swamps, a lot of evergreens, and the website, the DCNR site said carnivorous plants. So I'm thinking little shop, but it's probably like pitcher plants, I think, probably. And I don't know if they're the same as like Venus flytraps or whatever. I don't know if that's even like a myth or something. I'm pretty sure that Audrey 2 is a myth. But regardless, carnivorous plants here, so watch out. Another beach, third beach of the day. Who knew that going to Northeast Pennsylvania would result in all these amazing sand beaches? Where are my beaches at? They are right here. Do not feed the waterfowl. Beach is closed. So yeah, beautiful park. I think way in the distance, straight out there, is the dam. I was planning to walk around the lake here a bit and maybe see the lake over there. I'm seeing like a little notch out there. I'm thinking that's the dam because of course it's a state park in Pennsylvania, so it has a dam. If we had more time here and I wasn't so cold, hiking, swimming, boating, fishing, hunting, biking, cross-country skiing, and ice skating are the activities here at Gouldsboro. It is time for my 45-minute drive though to Stroudsburg, East Stroudsburg, to the Shawnee Inn and Golf Resort. No golfing, but it is one of my favorite hotels in Pennsylvania. It's where I love to stay when I come up into this area. There's a brewery on premise. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Hey, if you like what we're doing, sorry I don't have enough time here, man. It is cold. If you like what I'm doing, I'm just gonna combine this video with Tobyhanna too because I'm not even here long enough. So if you like what I'm doing, making crap up on the fly, please like, subscribe, check out this view, and ring that bell for notifications. Goodbye from my 4th state park today. I'm gonna go get warm, and we will see you next time. Thanks for coming out.